Hello. Years ago in 2013, I did my first December daily, and I wanted to share that with you. This is from 2013, the year I first began scrapbooking. And I was looking at the Becky Higgins stuff, and I thought, well, let me do. And I heard about December daily, but I didn't know where the videos were or anything, but I had just heard of the concept. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. And I got this vinyl album. It's 12 by 12, and I decided to do December daily for the first time. Now, I didn't know that people were doing it in 6 by 8 albums. I had no clue. So I just did my thing, but I did it in a 2013 album. I didn't know Ali Edwards sold product. I didn't know anything about that. You can tell here how many page protectors I used. I think this is like 60 page protectors. Yep. So that's why I think I always get done with my December daily now, because the smaller ones are like a breeze compared to what these were. But even these, I finished by the end of January. I was done with them, okay? I may not have put a lot of stories in there, but certainly there were a lot of photos. And I'm so glad, because now some of the people, like my mother in these photos, has passed, right? And I think 2013 was the year my dad had passed, so I have pictures of him in here too. But anyway, just to tell you that it doesn't matter, you know, like if you don't have a 6 by 8 album, you don't need to rush out and buy one. You could do it in a 12 by 12. You can use any size, okay? And your papers don't necessarily have to be Christmas. They could be reds, greens. I mean, you know, you could use your mixed media. You can use other things to make the pages. So I didn't know that there were any companies at this point selling papers. Like, I didn't know about crepe paper. I didn't know about that. So I went to my local Michael's and used Recollections. So, I mean, they had all those Christmas pads, those 12 by 12 Christmas pads, real pretty, and I didn't know that there was anything else. So here goes. So you could see in here that I did use, all these products are all Michael's. Okay. Christmas 2013. Those are like frosted. They're real pretty. I still have those. Alphas. And here I am. Oops. Some things may be displaced because of age, right? So you know this goes down there. I need to move it back up. But this was you know, these are just, that's my niece right here. But I tried doing this with I got on Pinterest is where I was getting ideas from. And so here's more photos, and there's stories. My husband, we're at this one store. I mean, I'm not going to tell you everything, but here you could see that this is paper from Recollections. And here's another one. And what I was eating. Here's all that is, so now there's that, all that was day one. Okay, so this starts it. This is day one, that's day one. The back is day one. Then here we come to day two. And so this is it, day two. See, here's some of the products I was using. I didn't know that there was such a thing as crepe paper or any of those other companies. So here I am doing the best I can to document what was going on. This is what I had to start with. I found Heidi Swapp's Believe paper. I knew that Heidi Swapp sold this, and I bought tons of it. I still have 12 by 12 pads that are brand new that I haven't. And that's even after making an 8 by 8 album with her stuff. So I knew about pockets. I got all that from Pinterest. I used tags. There it is. I'm not going to go into the stories. I used a craft cart. I no longer have that. After all my moves, I lost this craft cart. I really would like one because my current craft cart only has 2 shelves. This has 3, and it's nice and wide, and it's nice and sturdy. I do want to get one of those again. So here it is. I'm just starting day 3. All those pages, and I'm just starting day 3. So I didn't know the concept of 1 picture, 1 page. That I didn't know that. I thought you just put however many pictures you wanted for each day. So of course, my family's in here. Here's day 4 right away. My pugs. And I'm so glad because I no longer have them, right? They passed and I have their story and everything on here. Meant so much to me. Day 5. Here's my other pug, Kayla. And see how I was just using different recollections. 12 by 12 paths. And the 6th is my sister Patricia's birthday. And that's me. There's my sister Patricia. My husband made beef stew that day. There's a story. Here's Mia making a dish called calabacitas. This is the first year I made it, in fact, because I recognize that skillet. And there's a good story, and I need to add it on here. I was making that for the first time because my neighbor across the street brought me all these veggies, okay? And so I was gonna make this, and I didn't know how. I called my mom to get the recipe, and then like about an hour later she called and she goes, "Are you done with making that yet?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay, I'm coming over." So she came over, and she ate it, and she ate the first bowl, and I was like, I wonder if she loves it. And then she ate. Then after she finished, she says, "Can you get me another bowl?" So then I knew she loved it. There's my mom right there. So, oh, and that's where we are at the mall. There's an outside mall right like, I don't know, 1.5 miles from me. And we always pose in front of the Christmas tree together. Anyway, so now I'm on day 8. I'm using, this is made out of felt. I'm just writing my little story there. Here again. Filling up the pockets, here we are, oh, it's a making tamale day. So we're making tamales, Here's my mom. She's not praying over the tamales, in a way she is, but she just thought of her husband who passed the year before, and she's saying a prayer for him. So there we are there. She had cookies. She gave us things. She gave me this. It's a really pretty portrait. So this is how I did it. And this isn't wrong, right? I mean, there's no way this is wrong. This is cherished memories, and I have every photo in here. These are some of the gifts my mom had for us for helping her. We made lots and lots of tamales. I don't know how many, but we made lots. Here we are, my sister's enjoying the gifts. And there I am. I'm not going to get too up close on the photos because they're family, right? And so, here it continues. All that is the festivities, pages after pages of the festivities that we had making tamales. Me and my sisters, me and my other sister, eating the tamales. Tamales are out. Eating the tamales. I mean, it's a big thing at our house. My mother, very happy with herself. My niece, my nephew, a beautiful card. Oh, what fun. More about the tamale making. We were dancing. My sister's legs, my mom's legs. We were having fun. And then here's another day. We're at the Blue House. And I'm just using the felt from whatever. And these, just pictures at my mom's again. Just anything that I can find here. Pugs that I knew. Otis. Cards that I received with the pugs. The bumble snot. Pizza. Just, anything. Me and my dog, who's no longer with us. Again, so glad I've documented. We are only on day 10, okay? And I've used that many, but I didn't know, right? I didn't know the concept of going small. So there I am in my craft room. And I love this photo. In fact, this photo is not in every album, but on some of the other albums later on, I put this as a throwback to remember my first December daily. So there I was in my den, doing very happily, oblivious to all kinds of rules or anything that went on. There's Banner Del Webb. It's a hospital. I found out one of my cousins was there on the 10th. And he later passes, I think, on the 12th or 13th, but you'll see that. My mother bought me this, and I always love it. I still have that. It's a Coach purse. She bought me these, and I still have somewhere. She bought me an angel topper. I still have that angel topper. My sister made this for one of my dolls. I still have it. Friends. We're on the 12th now, December 12th. This is a throwback. This is a picture of my cousin that passed away. This is my sister Pat and I. And here he is. He passed away. It's my cousin Bobby. So I have these photos of him. And here's day 13. I was watching this show. Hey, I put the good-looking guys in here. I didn't know anything went. I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. I don't know. Funeral. The wake. City of Glendale. Downtown. My husband won a TV. There it is, a huge 42-inch. It was huge back then. More festivities downtown. Hope I'm not making you dizzy, but this is, it's hard to get the whole album in here, see? It is huge. I'd have to sit way back here and you wouldn't be able to see very well. Just food that I made. Chili con carne, red, and some rice. And some decorations that I'm decorating with. And these are some doodads for, scrapbooking. Nieces. Celebrations. Could have done more journaling. That would have helped. Looking back, there's little spigots of journaling here and there, but not a lot. I used old cards, So I didn't know they sold packets of ephemera, right? Yet. I didn't know that. Or anything. I think it was after this in 2014 that I discovered Blue Moon Scrapbooking in Tucson. I didn't know that scrapbook.com was here just a few, a few towns next to me here. I mean, it must be 20 miles away from me, 25 at the most. I didn't know that. I found Blue Moon somehow online, and I started buying products from them, and I bought the Crate Paper 2013 line, whatever was left of it, and I still have it. I want to make a book out of it. It's beautiful. It's called Bundled Up, and so I have several of those pages and stuff that goes with. And this is, I used old Christmas cards and I put them here. The photos from the Christmas cards, kind of religious ones. And then here's gifts. It's the 17th now. I remember buying this at Macy's. I just broke it last Christmas. I broke one of the pieces that were inside, and so we had to throw it away. Lottery numbers. Hey, I didn't know what you put in it or what you didn't. Just threw everything in here. Christmas decorations around the house. You see I'm going into a different pad, different colors here. So I got gift, something that I had ordered from Barbie Collector, and I thought, oh, I could use some of that stuff and make a page. So here it is. It says what dolls I got. I got the case. I got them. It's cool. More. Wasn't very good at taking pictures. Look, I was taking them very dark, you know. Later on, I become more of an expert. I got to do a 12 by 12 page. That's one of the benefits of doing this. Here it is too. Got to do a 12 by 12 page. The 20th is the funeral for my cousin. And so they had a mariachi, which is culturally what we do. And here's a beautiful, beautiful Christmas card I received. So it's 12 by 6. Beautiful. Got to stick it in there. There's another one. I put it that way. Christmas decorations from around the house. And these are people that died in 2013. My dad died first. He passed in August. So this is my father outside in front of his house. He passed in August. And then my uncle by marriage, my Uncle Benny, he was married to my Aunt Jenny. He passed. And then so did my cousin Robert. So I dedicated this page to them. And then here, that's 19. So here we go, more of the 19th. More pictures of my cousin Robert. And then here's the 20th. I guess the 20th is where we had the funeral. Or these are the pictures I took, and I put them on the 20th. So this is a lot of the cousins, but still missing. I think I have 33 first cousins, so they weren't all there, but that's a lot of us there. More pictures of the cousins. Me with my cousin Irene. One of my aunts. More family, right? But I just wanted you to get the gist of how we're doing here. I'll do this from back here so you could see. So you can do this. And in fact, I saw that in 2020, although I was doing the 6x8s, I also did one of these. And the reason is because I had a lot of leftover photos. And I think that's what I'm doing this year. And I had a lot of leftover paper from the kits that I was using that year. So I did a 2020 album like this. Nowhere near this, this many photos. It only has like maybe 16-page protectors or something in it, so nowhere near this. And it doesn't have the dates. It has numbers, but they're not really specific. I mean, it has numbers, but it's like I missed a lot of days because that album is a supplement, right? It's not the true album that goes with. And so you think, I had, 3 deaths in the family. Maybe that's why my album's so big. But you'll see the subsequent years, my albums are just as big without that. Again, I don't want you to see so much of the detail of the photos, but I want you to see, the paper. I cut them down into that because I didn't know that there was any cards. Well, I had my Becky Higgins cards, right? But they weren't going to fit in here. We went shopping to Macy's. It's my husband. There's me shopping. Stuff that we bought. Must have gotten a new cell phone. There it is. Oh, my brother's birthday. We had it right here at a park right here. I opened the door to my house and it's right there. The park is right there. I'm one house away from the park. So we had a party there for my brother's birthday. There he is. He likes to be funny, so he wore that hat while he was grilling. So this is more of my family. That's his son. I did this, kind of added some birthday stuff in here, but you know, it's still Christmas. Pictures of the kids playing. I just want you to get the gist, not to see the photos, but to get the gist of how I did it. You know, so many pages, you know, yes. And this is where all the photos go. I didn't have any stack of photos left over. Sometimes if there was several of one, I put underneath. So if someone's looking at my album and says, oh, I wish I had that photo, I can pull one out from the back and give it to them. If I had some that were nearly the same, like that. Here's some photos going vertically. I didn't know at this point that they sold, you know, page protectors that were like half size, or even a 6x8. I could have put it in here maybe. No, I didn't know that. So this is more. This is using the, this is using Heidi Swapp. It's Heidi Swapp paper right there, as well as this. This is a throwback. This is my aunt, one of my aunts. My Aunt Mary, when she was young. More pictures from the funeral. Who they are, I put it right here. I haven't created a tag for it yet. My nephews. This is Christmas Eve already. These are presents that I'm going to take. The whole sofa's littered with them. A pot of beans I took. And these are some of the things I was working with as far as to decorate my pages. I still have all of these, by the way. I bought so many that I still have them. And I use them throughout the years as I have. Christmas Eve is the big celebration in our family, not Christmas Day. So it's Christmas Eve with the family. Everybody's bringing presents to my mother's house. We open them at my mom's. Here we are. My sister cracking up. Presents mounting up. Presents at my mom's. I left space so I could write. You know, some of these are like not white, but cream or lined or graph, so I can tell stories. I'll try to do my other ones today too, my larger ones, and I've got to make space for them in the in my scrap room in the den. There I am. Probably someone gave me a bottle of Moscato. Oh, and I got a bunch of jewelry. So here I posted some of my presents. And then this is me, and I did this page, and I am so proud of it. I used like, these are two like, I don't know, like domino things. So I used, with the numbers, so I used that. And I put glitter on this wood veneer from Michael's. Here you can see it right there. Very glittery snowflake, I did that. Feliz Navidad, I used some acetate. And there's my picture, and I put some stars here. running up and down. And this is the Heidi Swap paper. There it is. Let's remember when we used these. What were those called? Forgot. Anyway, and then there's a story that my dad wrote yesterday when I was young, and he tells the story of his Christmases on there. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. So I decided to include that. Now this is the 25th. Okay, so it's the story and it's that photo. Because, you know, we don't, the 25th, we just stay home, watch TV, watch the Macy's parade, do stuff like that. And then this is really quick. You know, some of them are the 26th. I went out, had breakfast with my mother. You know, the 27th, I made this. Here's some things we bought, my mom and I. You know, we got into some of the sales. Oh my God, I still have this. It's one of my favorite pots. Use it all the time. The 28th, the 30th, and you know, you could see I just put them here, the numbers. I could go check on my phone. Some more presents that I got. My sister made me all these earrings. Those pretty. And then she made me this. This is my favorite necklace. I dropped it though and I broke one of these. But you can't really tell, so I use it all the time still. My mother makeup. Somebody got me almond roca, I love, and more makeup. So that's it. That's the 12 by 12 album. It's huge. That's just one. I think I have 4, 2013, 14, 15, 16, and maybe 17, maybe I did in 12 by 12. Gotta check. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.